Welcome to Robin Hood Shaving Artisans. Today it's going to be a little bit different, the programming I'm going to do. I'm not going to shave. But I've had some requests recently about shaving on a budget. I had one college student, Jen Crantol, C-R-A-N-T-O-L, left me a message and wanted to know what was a good what good shaving supplies on a budget could they buy, because they're college students, and I understand that because I was in several colleges and it gets expensive. So what I did is I spent some time last night and I went through some of my products and tried to pick out good quality products at a reasonable or low cost. And first, what I want to do is I want to go over some of the shaving creams or lotions that are really reasonable. And one of the ones on the top of my list is Pure. This one right here by Gillette. This is relatively inexpensive. They say it's good for I don't know how many shaves. At least I would say at least 30. But with this, you don't need a brush and you don't need a mixing bowl to mix it in for lather. This particular shaving cream you can lather if you use a brush. So if you didn't have a scuttle to mix it in, you could just put this on your face, and then you can use the brush to create a lather. So it's one of the few ones you can actually create a lather. Or if you don't want to spend the money for a brush, then you can just put this on, and it's really great. All right. Some other options that you've got that are low cost is the Williams. This has been out for years. Well, since 1840 they've been making it. Okay. I've used this already. You could put this in a coffee cup if you've got it. Any type of container you can put it in. But in this one, you will need a brush. What I like about this particular shaving soap is the fact that it's got tallow in it. And I don't know if you can read this or not. Let me hold it up there a little bit like that for a minute. Tallow and glycerin are the basically two constituents that usually make a soap slippery. Say that quickly, see how it comes out. Okay, so I like this soap. It's got a real fresh scent to it. It's not overbearing, and it's really inexpensive. This is like $1.50. This will last you a month. So that's another option. Another option that you could use that I like is Arko. Arko is made in Turkey, and merhaba to all you Turkish viewers. This is again very similar to the Williams. Now you can put, once you wet this down a little bit, you can put your brush right in here, and you can use this like this, just the tips only. Or if you want to, you can pry it out and put it into a mug if that's your preference. But this has got tallow in it also. I believe it also has glycerin, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look it up again, but I know it's got tallow in it. This is a really good, inexpensive soap to start using. In fact, I think this was one of the first ones I actually used. It's called Arko. I'll leave some links down below for all these products. Another item that you can use from Arko is a stick. If you didn't want to use this, you didn't want to use a brush, well, okay, if you didn't have this one, you'll need a cup to put it in, okay? Or you probably could actually put water in here and just not even take it out and do it that way. You have to have it both ways. So that's one way. Another way is to use a stick. This one you just peel off a little bit and you rub it right on your face, and then you use your brush on your face to whip up a lather. Really easy to store it. If you're going to travel a lot, this is a nice way to go. Again, relatively inexpensive. All right, so you got these two products by Arko so far. And I went over the Williams soap. And then I also went over Pure. The choice I would recommend, the bottom line, is I would use this one right here, the Pure. Only because I've used it on my head. I've used it on my face. It's very slippery soap. It smells great. And you can buy it just about anywhere. So let's put those off to the side. The next item that I would use if you're new to shaving is I would use some type of shaving oil, pre-shave oil, or pre-shave cream. This is by Parasso. It's not that expensive. It'll last a long time. It's about empty right now, but you just put a little bit on your face. After you wash your face, you put that on there and leave it set for a minute. Then you put your shaving cream on, your pure, like I was just showing you, on afterwards. This will help to really protect your skin. It's not mandatory, but it's something if you're a new shaver and you're beginning, or let's say if you're using a new razor blade, I always use a pre-shave just to protect my skin in case I goof up, okay? So, all right, when you wash your face, I always recommend and have been recommending Brute soap. There's 2 to a package. I think this is $3 or something. It's really inexpensive, maybe $4. It'll last a long time. Very slippery soap, and I usually use this to wash my face first, and then I don't need the pre-shave lotion. So you get the best of both worlds. This is great stuff. It's inexpensive, and it just works so good. All right, let's move on. A brush. I would recommend the first time out a synthetic brush, something like this, a 24 or 26 mil knot brush. What I'm saying, 24, it's a distance from here to here, or a 26 would be a little bit wider. I like 24s, so it's all a matter of preference. This is not a plastic thing, a resin. Different types of resins. This I got, it's a DS Cosmetic, maybe you can read that there. I'll put that right there. DS Cosmetic. Inexpensive, I don't know, under 20 bucks, under $15 I'm sure. But these I get off of AliExpress. Again, I'll put the link down below. And I've got several of these brushes in different kinds, but the synthetic brush is good. You only have to put it in for 30 seconds because the fibers themselves don't hold water, not like a badger brush or a boar brush. If you're going to go with a natural hair brush, I would suggest going with a boar brush first because they're a lot less expensive. But right off the bat, if you don't want to get a brush, get one of these. They're really great. The synthetic brushes, you'll love them. Okay, off to the side. Now, all right, let's go into razor blades. The one razor blade I would not recommend that you start off shaving with is a feather. Feathers are made in Japan, and they are probably the sharpest razor blade in the world. And you just got to be real careful. After you've shaved a while, then you can switch up to a feather razor blade if you want to get more aggressive as far as the shave. But these I would not recommend you start out with. So I just wanted to mention that to you. I'm going to set them off to the side because this one's off the table. So it's off the table now because I just threw it off the table. So what would I recommend? Okay, Wilkinson swords. You can buy these just about anywhere. They're a real, I'd say on a scale of 10, the comfort and the sharpness is probably around 6. It's a great blade to start with. You get 5 to a package. They're really, I think it's like $1 or something, $1.25. They're not that expensive as far as razor blades. I buy these in 100 packs, a pack of 100. All my blades I buy in a pack of 100. They're a little bit cheaper. But to start with, buy 1 or 2 to see if you like this. This is a good one to start with. Another good one is Nasset by Gillette. This is a little bit sharper. Another good one to start with is a choice. And my favorite one is the Astra Green. Astra Greens are, I'd say, about 7 out of 10 as far as sharpness. It's up to you which one you get, so it would be a choice between the Wilkinson, the Astra, and the Gillette Nasset. I would say stick with the Wilkinson to begin with if you wanted to try one, okay? And everybody is different. Some people say, oh, the Astras are great. Oh, no, the other ones, no, the Gillette Nasset, that's what they use. So, but these are 3 good ones at least to start with. All right, let's get down to some of the brass tacks. I'm going to go with the razors last. But, I wanted to show you, this is how I buy my Astras in a package. There's 100 blades in here. Once you get blades and you store them, this is a gum. I went to a large box store and I buy my chewing gum, and then they put them in these plastic containers, and they're perfect for storing your razor blades. There's a use for everything. So I just wanted to show you what I store some of my razor blades in. Sometimes you'll buy samples of soap, and it comes in a package, and you don't know, it'll come like this sometimes, like this, and you say, okay, you open it, where the hell am I going to put it now? This is by the Shannon Soap Company. It really smells good, and it's a sample I bought, Sometimes you get them for $1 or $2 for a sample rather than spending $14 or $15. These are in the upper end artisan soaps. And you say, where am I going to put it? Well, I bought some of these containers and they come in real handy. So they fit perfectly in there. And they have a little sealer on the top. Watch me goof it up now. And I put it in there and they're all sealed. They keep fresh in here. And they don't get all over the place. It's just a real handy. I'll put a list of these down below. Another reason that I bought those is I had a container of like soap, and for some reason this here part right here broke, and every time I squeezed it, the soap would start spewing out. So where am I going to put the soap? Actually, what I did then is I took an empty one of these containers, and I filled it up with the soap. It's perfect. So there's a lot of uses that you can use these plastic containers for. Just someplace to store the soap, and if you run into a problem, don't know where to put it. All right. After shave, if you want to smell good, you go to a party, a fraternity party, or you just want to smell good walking down the hallway. I like Perazzo. It's got a real nice smell to it. There's a lot of different colognes out there. You probably already have one, but I just mentioned this because I really like it. It just smells so good. If you buy one of these, try to get one with a little plastic top like that with a small hole, because then when you pour it, it just doesn't go all over the place. That smells good. Smell that. Oh, just nice. So I just wanted to mention to you about the plastic top if you can get it. The ones that don't have this, seems like you spill more out than you actually use. All right, put that off to the side. You'll need, after you shave, you'll need something to put the moisture back in the skin. And one real nice one is Nivea for Men for maximum hydration. There's all kinds of shaving balms, but this is nice. It's not overpowering. It smells good. It's very fresh. It'll last a long time. And you put it on, it'll just put the moisture back in your skin, and it just makes your skin really feel good. All right, now to the star of the show, or what are we getting as far as the razors? Okay. I have 50 or 60 at least razors. So I don't know if you want to shave your head, your face, or your legs, or your arms, or your chest, or whatever, but two razors. The first razor I had was this one here. This is a Edwin Jagger, made in Britain, Great Britain. And they say that the chrome here is the same as on a Rolls Royce. I have no way to verify that, but it sounds good, I guess, in their advertising. This is a closed comb. In other words, I'm going to show you an open comb. Looks like that. See how open the comb is here? This is a closed comb. Closed combs usually I'm going to say, are usually mid-aggressive. Aggressive. When you first start to shave, you don't want to use a real aggressive razor. These are really mid-range. They just really do nice, especially if you use it with a Wilkinson blade. If you step up to the Astra, it's going to be a little bit more aggressive. But this is a real great razor. It's a 3-piece razor. Comes apart like this. You put the razor in there, and what I do afterwards, you want to make sure they're real clean. So I use a broken toothbrush, a little bit of soap, alcohol if I need it, and just to get the soaps come out. But I would recommend this one. This is probably under, I'd say under $40 or under, roughly. Okay, depending on where you buy it. Again, the links are down below. The next real popular one, this is what they call a DE89 KN. The KN stands for the type of handle I have here. The regular DE89, I didn't care so much for the handle, so I looked a little further and I found out DE89. I just like the grip on here. It's really nice. It doesn't slip out of your hand when you're shaving. So the next one in order would be the Merkur 34C. Very common razor for beginning shavers. This opens up by screwing the bottom. The top comes apart. You put your razor blade in here, this part right here. Screw it back on. Again, this one is in the $40 range, somewhere in there. So both of these are about the same price. They both do a real nice job. Okay. Now, if you're going to shave your head, what I would recommend is this is by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It's their Dock razor. This is about, I think it's $34, $35, someplace like that, something like that. It's a two-piece razor again. It comes apart. It's like this. This comes apart. You put your blade in there, and then you screw it back up. I use this on my head for a lot, and also use it on my face. It looks very wicked because it's an open comb. Usually open combs are more aggressive, but this one happens to be really mild, and I hardly ever cut myself or nick myself when I shave with this razor. Very nice razor, nickel plated. The next one I just recently purchased. This is from okay, give me a second here. Razor Rock, and I think this is like $24, $25. Really a heavy razor, just beautiful. This is open comb in the top. They call it the SLOC. That's for self-lubricating open comb razor. Okay, and this comes apart like this. This is the heaviest one of all. Of course, it fell down. I didn't hold on to it. That's the way it looks. So we'll put it back together. I've been using this recently on my head to shave the top of my head, or my head, and also my face. It's just a real nice razor. Any one of these I would recommend. Again, this one is the Razor Rock SLOC. That's the self-lubricating open comb razor. This is the heaviest out of them all, and I really like this razor. For the money, you can't beat it. I would match anybody with a $100 razor against this one, and I have $100 razors and up. My second choice would be this one by PAA or Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It's a little bit shorter in length. You can see that. I like shorter ones. I don't know why, but I just do. I've used this for a long time, and I'll continue to use it. This is a Merkur 34. It's a very common razor to start with. Again, it's chrome on the top. It's just a real nice razor. Then this was my first one that I ever owned. This is an Edwin Jagger. This is a British razor. This one's German. This one is German. I'm not quite for sure. This might be made in the United States. But this is a British razor. Just a beautiful razor. So there you have it. I don't think I left anything out. To go back again, my picks would be, if you're going to first start out, if you're going to use a razor for your, you want to be able to use it for your head, I would recommend this razor. Relatively inexpensive, very mild razor. It's not aggressive at all. A synthetic brush by DS Cosmetics would be great. The Brute soap to prepare your face, to wash it before you start. Also recommend, at least for the first few times, just get some pre-shave oil or a cream like the Prazzo. The razor blade of my choice, out of all these three, I would say use the Wilkinson. You're not going to go wrong. Soaps, we have the Arco. It's going to be a toss-up because both of these have tallow in them, which is animal fat, which makes everything slippery. As well as the Williams. This is going to be a lot less expensive. This might be maybe $10. This is like $1.50. But the one I would definitely recommend that you start with is the Pure. So again, let's put these off to the side. I'd recommend the Brute soap, the synthetic brush. We'll lay that down so you can see it. I think right there, over there. We'll put it up here. Synthetic brush. The Edwin, or not the Edwin Jagger, but this is the Razor Rock SLOC razor. The open comb. The Wilkinson blade. Take these out of the way. And also the Nivea, the cream. And it's going to be everything you probably could get under $56, $50 or $60, and it'll probably last you a lifetime if you take care of them. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video and you find it useful. And come back again soon. I will have some other videos up here in the corner. Let's see, no, this is this side over here, right there. Up and down. And there'll be a place where you can subscribe if you want updated information on products and some future shaves. So Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you again in Sherwood Forest. This is Robin Hood, Shaving Artisans, signing off. Thanks. Have a great day.